and nobody's ever really delivered a big card show here in New Jersey. You have a bunch outside of New Jersey, you got Philly, but there's nothing that's like a standalone 3-day big event on the map, New Jersey National. You know, we'll get some good sponsors, some autographed guests, and something that New Jersey has never seen before and that New Jersey needs. So a lot of people ask me, what's going on with the show that you're going to be throwing at Ruckers? Are you going to be at the National in Cleveland this year? And are you excited for Fanatics Fest, Topps Hobby Rip Night, your 4-year anniversary? The answer is yes to all of the above, and we're going to get into it in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready, and we'll get right into it. 2024, we're like 5 months in, about to hit the summer. I'm right where I kind of want to be right now. There's so many opportunities. I just came back from the Topps conference, and they're talking about Topps Hobby Rip Night, which is an event that they do across the country. They have athletes that come to the store and will participate. It's an event that they blast out nationwide to get people here. And it just so happens the next Hobby Rip Night is September 14th, which is a Saturday, and it's right around our 4-year anniversary. So we're gonna be doing something huge for that. Topps Hobby Rip Night, 4-year anniversary here at the shop. So we're gonna rent out the parking lot and do stuff there. There's so much growth that I wanna see still in 2024 with boosting our online sales, whether it's our Instagram live sale or Fanatics live. A lot of opportunity that we still gotta get to, but it doesn't happen, you know, just like that. You gotta give it some time. I kind of like scaled back going to shows a lot. I made a post before last summer, so literally around a year ago now, saying I'm retired from going to card shows. Like I made like a little spoof out of it, because I was traveling like 35, 40 weekends in like 2022, between 2021 and like, you know, kind of like early 2023. Traveling is nice and everything. Like, oh, you're never at the shop, you're everywhere else. So like eventually you got to take care of home base. We got direct with Panini, Topps, Fanatics, so I didn't have to go to shows and buy as much as I used to in terms of wax and everything. So now that we're taking care of it at home, I don't really need to go out. And part of posting all this content on social media is getting people to come to you, you know? At the end of the day, we built something to where I don't need to put in the work and go on the road and fulfill what I need to fulfill, because now people are coming to me and everything that I've put together and worked for is now coming back tenfold. So I'm really appreciative of that. Event-wise, I'm still traveling to most shows, Philly, Chantilly, Virginia, Dallas I'll probably go to once or twice a year. The Nationals in Cleveland this year, which we're building up to. Fanatics Fest is in the city, and then hopefully our own card show. The goal is to have this show at the rack or somewhere at Ruckers, depending on the schedule, in October. It's either gonna be the first weekend or the last weekend. And the thing is, we're never gonna make everyone happy with like when the show is. There's always gonna be something competing with it or whatever. So yeah, like 5 months till October. It's not a ton of time, but if we don't find out until like mid-June on when we're gonna do it, you know, we're down to like 3.5 months, which I think is enough time. But New Jersey, obviously I'm from New Jersey. There's so many opportunities here for a big card show, and nobody's ever really delivered a big card show here in New Jersey that is for New Jersey people to come to. That's either once or twice a year. You have a bunch outside of New Jersey. You got Philly, you know, you travel 30 minutes outside of Jersey to get to the Valley Forge show. You got the Hofstra show, you got the East Coast National, you got White Plains, but there's nothing here in New Jersey. There's a lot of great one-day shows. I mean, you can come here from any state and there's like 3, 4, 5 card shows on any given Saturday or Sunday, sometimes 6 to like 10 card shows a weekend. But there's nothing that's like a standalone 3-day big event on the map, New Jersey National type thing, which is what I want to do. And I don't think there's a better place to do it than Ruckers. So my goal is put New Jersey on the map in terms of a big show, because we kill it with the small shows. But I want something that people can come to, whether we do it once a year or twice a year. You know, have people come out, show love the hobby. You know, we'll get some good sponsors, some autographed guests, and something that New Jersey has never seen before and that New Jersey needs. There's a lot that goes into running a card show. Helping people, seeing behind the scenes at all these big shows. It is a lot more than you think. There's a lot that goes into it, whether it's, you know, getting talent and autographed guests, putting the vendor list together, making sure people are where they need to be, making sure everyone has their passes. There's so many little things and intricacies that go into making sure there's a good show experience. And you know, some people are kind of ignorant to the fact that it's not just you have an event, you have tables, people show up and all that. No, there's so much more. I wish people, I mean, people are never really gonna understand, but I wish people would really see and understand how much goes into throwing in an event, especially one that might be at a big, university like Ruckers. Usually like this time of year, you're looking at the National coming up, and this year it's in Cleveland. So this time of the year, I like to call the road to the National. So late July, so we're like, about 2 months out. This is when you start going through inventory that you've been sitting on that you want to bring to the National and stuff like that. So I kind of advise everyone out there, get ready for like 5 nonstop days of sports cards. I mean, from 8 a.m. to like 6 p.m. and then trade nights and everything after. It's the pinnacle of the hobby. It's like the event that everybody wants to go to. I can't wait for it. And we're going to drive 7 hours to Cleveland. This year in Cleveland, it hasn't been in Cleveland since 2017. I just graduated college. We had a booth. It was crazy. This is Mahomes' rookie year. I remember selling Mahomes NT RPAs for like not much. Today they're worth a lot more, so I got cooked, but I made money on it back then. But either way, Cleveland is a lot closer here than Chicago, so 7-hour drive. It's going to be in Chicago probably after that for the foreseeable future, which I'm not too happy about, but it is what it is. But Chicago, 12 hours, Cleveland, 7 hours. The next 2 years after that's going to be in Chicago. And I don't think it's ever going to come back to Jersey, unfortunately. We saw that here in, what was that, 22? I don't know about that, but in general, to gear up for the National, some of my tips would be make sure you got comfortable shoes. Make sure you wear deodorant because a lot of you guys stink, no offense. Make sure you bring cash. Cash is prioritized in general, wherever it may be. Don't travel alone, get a friend, split the prices of whatever. Shit ain't cheap out there. That's a fact. Well, not in Cleveland, but in general, gas, all that, inflation, whatever you want to call it. Don't be afraid to make an offer, like a reasonable one. Make sure you're ready to, negotiate, be fair with people. Don't be shy, introduce yourself to people. You're going out there. There's going to be such a concentrated amount of people who are doing the same thing where you should be networking too. It shouldn't just be a business thing where you're going to just buy and sell cards. You should be going out there, meeting up with friends you made on the internet, on Instagram, YouTube, whoever. Make a memory out of it, make an experience. I'm at a point where I want to look back and see that in general, we did new stuff. We expanded into different events and made connections that we didn't have the year before. And I think once we get to the end of the year, I'm gonna make a prediction here. We will have done our first Fanatics Fest. We'll be doing another, probably like my 5th National setting up. I want to look back and just see growth in terms of a following and relationships and new people that we're able to do business with and new connections that we're able to use. It's only a bonus when you make friends and relationships in business through sports cards. It was like crazy. We're talking about pieces of cardboard, like shit's pretty dope. At the end of the year, whether it's shows or whatever, I want to have travel to new places, see growth and memories that I could look back on, look at pictures and be like, man, I had a good time there. All right, well, we're at that time of the video where we're going to be wrapping it up. Appreciate you guys watching and following along on our journey. I mean, that's all really I could ask for is you guys just tuning in, showing us some love. And the haters too, absolutely love you guys. Keep fucking commenting, talking all that shit because it only boosts the algorithm. But anyways, appreciate you guys. We just hit like 11K subscribers on YouTube, about to hit 50 on Instagram and like 14 on TikTok. So like we're growing. See us at shows, come to the shop, PSA, all that good shit. And Casey's over there saying some stuff. Casey, you want to wrap it up?
Have a nice day, brother.